Hello everyone, hello and welcome back to Age of Engineering Let's Play with Jason McRae. Episode, well, I don't know. It's episode, correctly it's episode 12, but actually it's episode 13 because the episode 12 got lost somewhere. Well, it got corrupted and stuff, but whatever. So yeah, I know it has been a long time since I played this, well, recorded this last, so I decided, well, why the hell not to go back and have more fun, because it seems like you guys are really liking this series. So, well, I'm sorry that I stopped it, but don't worry, it's back. Right, so last time what I did, and I don't remember, I just checked the last episode, I was working on the thermocentrifuge because of something. I'm not 100% sure why I did that. Maybe I wanted to go for the nuclear reactor or something, I really have no idea. And I also said that I want to try to charge the advanced RE batteries inside the bat box and just feed the batteries into the thermocentrifuge to kinda get it going and not worry about it too much. Unfortunately, I just tested this in my test world. It's not possible, so the only thing that you can charge is the RE battery in here. So that's actually, yeah, so I don't think we'll be doing anything with the thermocentrifuge, at least not now. And I would actually want to get some, actually let's call it upgrades, because this is all good, like, yeah, having a generator feeding it coal when I need, but I would rather have some more, well, permanent-ish, cheap-ish, infinite-ish power solution. So I'm going to do something for the power gen in the industrial craft. So for that I will need loads and loads of iron. Now let's just remember where the stuff is. There. So I will need, I don't know, well, maybe not 3 stacks, but well, something along those lines. And I will also need some tin. Problem. I will need some redstone, and I will need some copper. Here we go. So let's go to the industrial room and let's start doing stuff. So I will want, the first thing is the Kinetic Generator, and I'm eventually going for the windmills because, like, it's a infinite power solution. It's not like a solution that is really great and it will work in all the times, but it's a passive power generator, which is actually something that I would really like to have. So for that we need some iron item casings. So I want actually 3. Yeah, I decided to go with 3 windmills because, like, yeah, like just one is not really going to cut it. So I need 3 blocks of iron. It's going to go in here in the extruding mode to get... What? Come on. For the shaft, then I will need some item casings. So I need 6 times 3 is 18. That is... yeah, 18. So it's just 9 ingots. Plate it down. There we go. I don't know why the machines are not making any sound. It's kind of weird. Okay, this is soundless place, I guess. Maybe, oh no, I don't have a muffler anywhere, whatever. So I need some plates that will then be turned into this. I will need an electric motor, which is couple copper wires and tin item casings, and I will need a generator. So let me actually craft it off camera and I'll be right back. Alright, so I decided to do something else. Because like for the kinetic gens and stuff, we need lots of plates, and I would be just standing next to the metal former and waiting. So I decided to go and craft myself a block cutting machine. So this guy will allow us and help us with the cutting the blocks into plates in a way of one block, which is 9 ingots, into 9 plates. So it's almost the same speed as the metal former. So it's cool. And in the time the metal former will do 1, this will give me 9, which is exactly what I'm after. So for that I need 2 coils on copper. Okay. So these 2. Then I need to get the motor. It's done. I will need the basic machine casing. Done. And I will need a electronic circuit, which means I need rubber, which I'm getting here, and a little bit more copper. Alright, so here is, oops, so it's like this and that. 6 of these. And do I remember correctly? Yes, electronic circuit. So block cutting machine done. And let's power it up. It's power tier 1 machine, so I can just easily plug it in here. So let's do it here. This should be the, yeah. Let's get out of the hole. Oh, actually I need 1 more cable, yeah. So there we go. And let's plug this in. Let's fill the hole. And now it also requires a cutting blade. There are 3 types: iron, steel, iron, steel, and diamond. Basically, iron can cut softer items, so copper, tin, maybe gold as well. But it cannot cut down iron. Steel one can cut iron and lapis, I think. A diamond can't cut steel. So I'm going right away with the diamond, because like steel one, it's 8 plates of steel, where just this is diamond and it can be just easily easily found. So let's do that, and boom. So now, if I will get, let's say, 2 blocks of iron, I can shove them in, and it will cut it down to 9 plates per block. And as you can see, it's fairly fast, considering it's doing pretty much 9 items at once. So back to the kinetic generator. So for that I need the generator, which requires the basic machine casing. So yeah, I need actually 3 of these. Alright, I'll be back when I have the generator made. Alright, I should have now everything, so let's get the coils. Let's get the motors, there we go, and now I should be able to craft these guys. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to put them in a chest in here for now, because that's not all what we need. Next, what we need are the actual wind turbines. So these guys are pretty much 3 blocks of iron per, so I'm really glad that I made this. So let's get more iron. So 1, 2, 3 per, and I want 3, so we need a little bit more. Like a lot more, I would say. 3, so that's 1, 2, 3. There we go. So I want 3 of those to be cut down and 6 of those to be extruded, because we need the iron shafts. And that's also this is also the reason why I'm making the passive power gen, because if you have the coal dust in here, this guy is charging up, and this guy will drop a little bit of energy, then it will start burning another coal dust. So that's something I want to avoid. So it's going to be good to have a passive gen. This will charge up. Actually, I will make a CESU for like this, because it's bigger storage. Then I will down transform it, etc. And then it's going to be much better to, like, I will not be wasting the coal dust. I'm using the Pune coal dust because I have like 2000 in there, so it's fine. Of course, I could turn it into the enriched, which is much more potent, much better fuel value, burn time, etc. But it requires coal coke, which I need to create, which takes a while. So there's that. All right, so these are the wind turbines. Done. Those are simple to make. And last thing, of course, we need something that will spin, because like the wind turbine on its own, it will not do anything, so we need the rotor blades. There are 4 types. The higher tier, the better, of course. But I don't have enough coal to get the carbon one, because the carbon one requires 4.5 stacks of coal, which is a lot. I could go with the steel one, but that requires pretty much 9, so 36 steel, which I almost do have, so let's say I do have, but, well, I could make 1 steel one and 2 iron. This is a lot of iron. I could go with the wooden ones, but I have fair amount of iron, so I'm not too concerned about that. So, do I have somehow automated the insertion of iron in here? I don't think I do have. So let's get, you know what? Let's get a stack of iron and let's start processing it there to get more steel. Well, I said I have loads of iron, but well, it's kinda getting low. So let's just put 21 of the each in here. It will start heating up and then it will produce more steel. With that I want to have this, so that's 3, 6 times 4, it's 24 steel. So it's 2 blocks and I'm going with the rest in here. So that's going to be for the rotor. It also requires a iron block and iron shaft, so let's do that. Alright, so here are the 2 iron ones, and I'm waiting for the steel to be made, so I can just stuff this here. And actually I think I can try to decide where to build it. Like, obviously it would be the best idea to have it here, but I kinda don't really like the look of the wind turbines, so I could put them there. However, transporting the power... Oh, okay, I have an idea. That is going to be interesting. Maybe, well, it's going to be, actually, yeah, it's going to be very, very powerful. How is this doing? Are you almost done? Come on. Well, I can get rid of the iron and stuff because I don't need it on me for now. I would like to get some building blocks. So let's get some cobblestone for now. Yeah, 2 stacks are going to be enough. And also it might be, because we are working with the wind, so maybe making a wind meter to actually check how much wind we are getting there, but it's like, it's actually not that bad. Okay, let's make that thing fast. So it is bronze, some copper, circuit, tin and iron. I don't think I have any extra bronze. I think I used it all. Yep. So I will need some copper, tin, and let's get a stack of iron. And let's get some bronze. Alright, so here are the 2 coils. I need this, this, and iron in the middle for the rotor. Sorry, motor. Then I need the circuit, which I do have. And then I need the RE battery. And the last thing are the iron casings. So this will tell us the amount of wind, because if you will check the rotor, each one has some requirements. So for example, the wooden needs at least 10 MCW. I don't really know what that shortcut means. But for example, the steel one requires a minimum of 17. And this one is minimum of 14, so that's why it's a good idea to really make yourself a wind meter, so you can say, okay, this is enough, so I'm high enough to get that thing like done and working. So let's charge it. There we go, and of course during that time the kinetic steel rotor has been made, so I can now go there and start planning and putting the stuff down. Let's sleep because it's night time. And yeah, so it's going to be a little bit further away from my base, so I will not have it in my face, but it's still going to be visible. So let's go on here. Let's kill these guys. There we go. So what is the wind in here? 13. So we will definitely need to go a little bit higher. Because yeah, these guys require 14, these guys require 17. So let's just start nerd bowling and to see the minimum that I will need. I'm also thinking where exactly I will have them, because they have a span, and if I'm going to use 3, I want them to be kinda like in a row. Or, well, I could make one there, one here, and one like this. Might actually work maybe better. Nah, you know what, let's start it in here, right? So let's go up like to level, let's say 90. So we have 15, and obviously the wind is going to change. As you can see, it changes, it's going down. So I think I will like have it, I don't want to go too high because of the energy loss on the cables. So this is 16, but it dropped down, underneath it dropped. So I think, let's go 95. So there we go. Cool. So first I want to put down the kinetic generator. Oop. Oh, and I forgot to take a wrench with me. Okay. So the turbine will go here. This needs to be turned facing that way, so let me go and grab a wrench. Actually, oh, I have a wrench on me. Chirp. It's going to be dead soon, but it's fine. It should be enough for this. And this is what I mean by it's going to look like shit. Let's be honest. So yeah. Right, let's go back up then. And I need to turn this. Actually, you know what? Let's do first things first. Let's put in the rotor. So there we go. As you can see, it says wind too weak because the steel one requires 17. And currently there is wind of 16. So I might, you know what, let's just bring it to 100. So I'm just, yeah. Alright. So let's go up, 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 up. And let's do it actually this way. So, generator, here. And the wind turbine, there. Let's get rid of this block. And now let's put in the rotor. And as you can see, it starts turning and it's producing 36 EU per tick, which is fair amount. It's like 3 generators fed with coal. Of course, it's going to slow down from time to time to produce less, depending on the wind, but that's cool. And in here I will need to have some cables. Let's eat. And now the next one, I am going to put, I think, in this height, and it needs to be a little bit further from this one, because otherwise the blades basically cannot overlap. And I don't really know how far it needs to be. I can kinda say it's going like this. Yeah, so if I will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, in theory it should be fine. Can just easily try it. Let's put the turbine down. You know what, let's do it this way. Because the minute you will put down the turbine, it will either stop or not stop. And looks like it's still rotating, so it's fine on this place. So let's put in the generator. Need to rotate it. And let's put this guy in, and this guy is producing 21. Nice. And looking at this, I could maybe bring it a little bit closer, but eh. So let's do the same on the other side. Alright, so here are all three. So I also tried to move it a little bit closer, and this guy stopped immediately when I moved it one block closer. So this is the best. Well, I could bring this higher up, but let's at least make it look a bit better in this regard. Alright, so I in the end brought these guys on the same level, so because like it's producing now, instead of 21 it's producing 26, so that's cool. And this one is getting 40, so we have fair amount of energy. Now the thing is about getting the power from here to there. Obviously we could connect it with the cables and just run the cables all the way there, but the problem with the cables is that they have an energy loss. So even, well, if we would use these guys, then it would not matter that much, but they are not that cheap. They need energy, which is a crushed diamond, which I'm not going to bother with. So I'm actually going to have a little platform on this. And I will eventually also have some form of getting up here with ladders instead of just nerd bowling and dropping down. So that should be all good. And I will need, since these guys, if we will check the not the turbine, but the kinetic generator, it says it's power tier 3. So don't be confused. I know it's producing, even if it, let's say this one, it's producing 26 EU per tick. That's less than 32, so it's power tier 1, right? Wrong. It's power tier 3, so the kinetic, it's just a, yeah, it's producing power tier 3. So we need to transform it down to be able for us to use it and like feed it into the CESU, which is power tier 2. So for that I will need a transformer. There are two options. Well, there is one transformer that we will need, but there are two options how to do it. I could use a transformer on each and then run the cable into the CESU, or connect the cables together and run the cables into the transformer and then directly into the CESU. More power efficient is with the transformers right next to the kinetic generators, but that's going to give us, it was like when I was testing 3, maybe 4 EU per tick, which honestly I'm not too fussed about. So I will have a transformer here, maybe here actually. Yeah, I will have a transformer here. I will need a little bit more room around here. And here will be the CESU, which will get the power. Alright, so let's go to the base, let's sleep, and let's get the stuff up and ready. Also, we will need cables, and for this case we will need the gold cables, because it's power tier 3 and gold cables are power tier 3. If we would use these guys, they would burn down, so these guys, it's just gold for 4. Alright, I'm getting the golden cables, and also, as I said, we will need a MV transformer, which transforms the power tier 3 down to power tier 2, and it's just a basic machine casing with 2 copper cables. So I have the copper cables right here, and I should have a block of iron here. Yep, maybe I have machine casing. No, I don't. So let's get this cut down. We will need, well, I think just having this insulation, the one-time insulation, it's enough. We don't need to double insulate it, I think. Because I honestly don't remember the difference between the cables. Is there a different loss? No, like, what is the difference between this, this, and this? I know that if you will use this and touch it, then you will get electrified, but what about these? I don't know. This is just one more rubber on top of it, so if I will find out that we need it, then it's just simple matter of breaking it down and insulating it one more extra. So this should be cut down, so let's get the block and 2 cables. Is MV transformer. Now we will need CESU as well. So that is whole bunch of bronze. Okay, so whole bunch of bronze. This is still cooking stuff. It is, slowly but surely. So how many bronze? That's 5. And this is 15. So that's 16. That's 8 plates. Plus 5 is 13 bronze. So I need a little bit more bronze than I currently have, because I think I have like 3, yeah. So now I have the transformer, I have the cables, I have the CESU, so I can plug it all in, and I have the ladders as well. So I can plug it all in and generate a little bit of power and store it up there. So let's do a nerd pole, and I will put a ladder on this nerd pole. Okay, missed by 1 block. Okay, so let's break these guys, and let's put these 2 down. So do I have the wrench on me, or did I? Yeah, good. Nice. So CESU, boom. Transformer, boom. Oh, facing upwards, yes, because that's where I will plug it in. Actually, no, I want to do it this way. So I will plug it in here, right? So now I should be able to do just this. And I got a little bit electrocuted, but that's fine. I will live. So maybe you really, well, in here I don't think it really matters what cable I will use, but if you are doing cabling at your base, I assume you would really want to use the double insulated ones. There we go, and we are getting some power. Nice. So now you might be wondering, okay, how are you going to get the power from here to your base? Well guys, for that you will need to wait for the next episode, because we are reaching the wrapping up point. So Jason McRae signing off from episode 12 of Age of Engineering. It's good to be back. And I will see you all next time in the next episode, where, as I said, we will be transporting the power from here to our base without single bit of loss after this point. Basically, the transfer will be lossless and it will cost only some materials. So, guys, thank you for watching, take care, and I will see you then. Bye bye.